right, let's talk some Aztec hoops. It's never too early to do that. It's become basically a 365-day endeavor when you're coaching, like Dave Velasquez is, longtime San Diego State assistant. Back with us right now, John and Jim. San Diego Sports 760. Dave, first of all, great seeing you this past weekend. The banquet downtown, terrific event. Have some of the best words in coaching become the transfer portal is closed? Because you guys retained your roster. The portal is closed. Are you sleeping easier now?
You have no idea. I don't think our fans really have any idea on what that month is like. And, it even starts a little bit before even the season ends when you start to have conversations or you start to hear things. And, one of the things that I think fans don't really quite understand, and I'm not sure how as much as the media does, but everyone in the business understands, just because you're not in the portal doesn't mean you're not being talked about with other teams, whether it's an agent, whether it's somebody I mean, that's just the nature of college athletics right now. And just to fight that and really end up where we ended up in today's climate, it was what I'm calling it right now a modern-day miracle. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, we had so much support internally from not just from former players, from our current players to keep this team together. Obviously, our staff did a great job, unbelievable job, but to really have the support from the families that are part of this program, to trust us, to come back for one more season, when all of them, every player has the opportunity to leave, and for them to all come back in today's climate where, we returned so much after losing so much the year before. And we're just excited to see the growth and to finally, it's a lot of work we put in with a lot of these young guys, having 3 freshmen, 3 sophomores out of the, 8 or 9 rotational guys we played. I mean, it was a year that we were very much looking forward to getting to the next year, and we're getting here now.
So Magoon returns, which is awesome news, but on the flip side, he does have to have knee surgery. So how is Magoon doing? And then just looking at the bigger picture here, how significant is for you guys to know, like, officially Magoon is returning and he will not enter the NBA draft?
It's incredibly significant. You're talking about a freshman of the year, defensive player of the year in this league. I just saw him today. We had workouts today. He was there doing his rehab. He looks great. He's in great spirits. He's able to get around the class already. So he's doing really well. His spirits are incredibly high, like I said. And, the biggest thing with Magoon is this is going to be, an opportunity for him to really take care of this injury and where he can just start to really, when he comes back, to be at full health and focus on all the things he learned from this past year. And he was getting so much better. He really caught his groove right there when he got hurt at that Utah State game. He was playing the best basketball he had played his freshman year. And so we're very, very excited. It's a massive, massive get for us to have him come back. And for him, again, like I said, to trust us and to trust his team that this is the best place for him to make his NBA dreams come true. And for us to also, go back to a Final Four and win a national championship.
With the injury, does it, I'm not going to say hurt his development, but it slows it down a little bit as far as, having a full offseason where he can improve off of the things that he needed to improve off of after year one. Is there any concern there?
No, I don't think. I mean, of course, you would rather have him healthy. You'd rather have all your guys healthy, of course. But, yeah, I mean, to say that there's not a real concern in terms of it's obviously not going to speed up his development, but there's things we can do when he's out, and he won't, after this first month, he'll be able to move around a little bit. It's really the long process to get a guy back to being able to play in a full game,
right, yeah.
But to start moving around and go through some things, I mean, he'll be able to do that here sometime. I mean, I'm not exactly sure the exact timeline, all this stuff is going to be on how the rehab goes and how everything is going, but we're not expecting him to be laid up on a training table for 6 months either. So it should be, should be for Magoon to be back for the ready. He'll be back playing in the beginning of the season, but before that, it's not like, okay, we're just going to, get him off the training table and throw him in a game. I mean, there's going to be months and months of stuff that we're going to do with him on the floor before that.
That's good news, yeah.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to, of course, seeing Magoon hopefully back and ready for San Diego State's opener this November. Dave Velasquez, San Diego State assistant coach, with us right now on John and Jim. Can you speak to some of the goals you had in the portal when it came to additions? Because you had so much success there as well. Sean Newman Jr., what he did last year in terms of assists per game, the way he's grown his game. Jeremiah Oden, Aztec fans have seen previously in the Mountain West of Wyoming. Latrell Davis, Aztec fans have seen. I mean, we saw it firsthand, Latrell Davis this past season while with San Jose State. So can you just touch on those additions and what they hopefully add to your roster moving forward?
Yeah, Latrell is the one that I think our Aztec fans will be probably most familiar with. I mean, I think he averaged somewhere between 22, 23 points a game against us this year, hit 5 threes against us at Viejas. So he's a guy that we need, we expect him to come in here and do what he did at San Jose State, but at the same time grow his game, catch up to how good we are defensively. And he has the body for it. He has the mindset for it. And his character's through the roof. He wants to get better. He's a younger sophomore, so he's a guy that's got a lot of growth in front of him. So we're excited about what he can do, especially in terms of his offensive talents. It's not just shooting the ball. When he gets downhill, he's really hard to stop, and we had to deal with that ourselves. And then the Jeremiah Oden, he's like a prototypical San Diego State guy. If you were to walk into a gym and say, what does an Aztec look like? I mean, he's the type of guy. He's an unbelievable athlete. He's long, guards multiple positions. He's incredible on a fast break. He can shoot the ball. And to me, Jeremiah's one of those guys. This past year he was hurt, but we really liked Jeremiah when we played against him in Wyoming, and then when he got into Portland that first time. So it's something we're very familiar with, and we're excited to get him here. And then Sean Newman's, he's a guy that you get a third assist leader in the country. I think as much as the coaches are excited, I think the players are excited. It just makes everybody else around you better. You got a guy like Reese Waters who's coming back, who's just an outstanding wing. We'll see what happens with Miles Bird, but let's say he comes back. You got him on the other wing. You got Reese Waters on another wing. You're playing with guys like Taj and on and on and on throughout the whole roster. BJ, everybody. I mean, we have so many guys, and a lot of those guys is strength is finding ways to score the ball. They can do a lot of things, and Sean's just going to make their game better, but at the same time a lot easier. So the game's going to be a lot easier for them. And then obviously the bigs love it because they got a guy that can throw them lobs. They got guys that will drop off early to them. So he looks for the bigs, and Sean's just such a gifted passer. And the one thing about, to go back on what I was saying earlier, I mean, the character of those 3 guys that we brought in is so high. And it's going to really mesh well with the guys we have. Their families are outstanding, unbelievable support from them, not looking for the biggest dollar, just wanting to go to the right situation, wanting to be somewhere that they know they're going to be treated right with, and also at the same time be pushed, be held accountable, and expect to win. And so, again, it's not just the players that make these decisions that come to San Diego State, it's everyone around them, and could not be more thankful to our current guys for making the decision, but also the new guys coming in.
What about the freshmen that you guys are bringing in here? Some pretty highly sought-after players coming here to San Diego State.
Yeah, I mean, likewise with them. I mean, incredible families and great people, unbelievable in the classroom, and just awesome players. I mean, Tay Simmons, if you had to say on the AAU circuit last year before, I mean, he plays so hard. They always talk about, motors of skill. I mean, Tay's motor is unbelievable. He plays every possession incredibly hard. He hits the offensive glass every single shot. He can score on you from multiple positions, multiple shots on the floor, I'm sorry. And, one of the things that Tay can bring to us is also just like an energy that you can rely on every single day, just a consistent energy, which is going to be huge for us, especially with the young guy. The growth will be there because he'll come ready to go every day. And then with L.C. Harrington, we got lucky to get him as well. The whole situation, unfortunately, with his father that I'm sure you guys have read, his father's not doing well. He wanted to stay close to home, and he came here to us, and he's a stud player. I mean, he's the guy, when you guys see him in person, he's a lot taller than it looks on film. He can do a lot of things. He shoots the ball really well. He passes really well. He's one of those guys on the basketball floor. It's more of what can't he do more than what can he do, because he can do a lot. So yeah, excited to have him, and again, this is going to be as much competition that we've seen at an Aztec practice in a long time. And that's exactly, as a coach, that's what you're excited about. That's what you're looking forward to, because you know how much work these guys already put in. But now when these practices start and we get together in July, it's going to be on every single day.
There's no doubt about it. We're with Dave Velasquez. So what does it look like now from like a staff perspective? Take our listeners through that. Like you said, the team, first of all, you reconvened so early. And like I said, it's a year-round venture. The practices begin in July. But what happens in May and June in anticipation for later in the summer?
So we've been doing 4 days of workouts every week since the season ended, basically since the Final Four. So we've been in the gym now. When finals week is next week, so our last workout with the guys will be this Thursday, May 1st, and then after that, the guys kind of go their own way. They all kind of do their own thing. To be honest with you guys, back in the old days, everyone used to go home. Now they understand that you live in San Diego. You can afford to live in San Diego. Why would I leave San Diego? So we'll see a lot more of them in May and June than the old days, and they'll be still working out in the Jam Center. But then in July, after that week, the July 4th week, our second session of summer school starts around that July 7th, July 8th time. And at that point, we'll have all the new guys. Everybody will be here. Everybody will be clear to practice, and we'll hit the ground running with all the guys. And the guys will kind of start to trickle into San Diego. The new guys, the ones we just talked about, those 5, they'll all come in. There's not like a set date, but on July 7th, they have to be ready to go for practice with our entire team, with the former guys, the current guys we have on our team, and the new guys will all be the first time on the floor together.
Well, I think I'm putting it lightly that Aztec fans are excited for the upcoming season.
Yeah.
We're still 6 months to go. I mean, the season won't start for 6 months. It'll be the first week of November, but Aztec fans are through the moon excited. I just saw the reaction for some of the returnees at that banquet, specifically with Magoon. You could see how much he appreciated what it meant to have the fan base kind of rally behind him. I mean, people are so in tune with this. And to have Magoon, among others, Dave, as you know, back, but to see the way the fan base reacted to Magoon the other night, that was kind of special, wasn't it?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, those guys that are coming back, to feel that energy again and to have them all there. And Miles Bird, he's driving back and forth from LA to San Diego, and to have him there, his parents there. I mean, there's just it's San Diego State is so special in so many ways. And that night, you could really feel it. And it's just, again, it's not just the guys, it's the people around them that makes the place so special. And our fans are as good as there are in the country. And obviously, with the Mesa support, that they were able to step up, and the fans were able to step up, and we had some certain people in town really step up and help us. And now we got a really good team back, and a team that went through some growing pains last year that we expect really big things out of next year.
Dave Velasquez, always appreciate you taking time for us. Get some sleep if you can.
Yeah. Hey, John, I got one last thing for you guys. That was the first banquet. I've been here 23 seasons, I believe, and that was the first banquet that Ted Leitner did not MC, and you had to replace a legend. And John Schaefer, you killed it. You did an unbelievable job. Ted was great. You were awesome. And I just we can't thank you enough, man. We're so excited you're going to be the future voice of the Aztecs. You're as good as they come, brother.
I was waiting for you to say, you know what? We actually really missed Ted.
Ted was sorely missed.
I was at the tip of my tongue on that one at the end.
Dave, seriously, I truly appreciate you saying that. I can't wait for November, like Aztec fans. Thank you so much, and we'll catch up again, obviously, this summer.
Sounds great. Go Aztecs.
Great stuff from Dave Velasquez, who, by the way, started as a manager for the Aztecs, has been here for as long as anyone.
He'll be the successor, most likely, to Dutch.
Could absolutely be.